Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. As you guys can see up on the screen today, I want to talk a little bit about Iveric Bio Incorporated. This is ticker symbol ISEE. And this stock is going crazy today. It's up 62, almost 62.5% in just a single day. After hours, it's still going up and up and up almost 3.2% after hours, which is very, very good to see. I mean, throughout the day, even if you bought right at open, you were still up 6 or 7%, which 7% in a single day is not bad at all. But obviously, the big moves were right at open, where if you held this thing yesterday when it closed at $8.69 and you had it at the $13.25 open, that's where the big money was. That's where you really were doing good. This is a $1.5 billion market cap stock. So, I mean, as far as biotech stocks go, it's not insanely small. It's not one of the crazier, smaller ones or anything that we've talked about, but still, they all have this kind of volatility. They all have the ability to have these crazy days. And obviously, you go up over 60% in a single day. People are going to be wondering what's going on. Why did this happen? Is it going to continue? Is it going to crash back down? That's what we're going to be talking about in this video today. So definitely drop a like if you guys do enjoy it. I would appreciate it so much. And subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. We just recently hit 1,100 subscribers. I hope we can just keep running it up. Hopefully 1,200, 1,500, 2,000 are all right around the corner. That would be absolutely awesome. And if you guys click that button really quick, you can obviously help us get there just a little bit faster. With that being said, let's get right into this. So when we take a look at the year to date for this stock, it's been very, very good. From January 4th, which was the first trading day of the year, this thing is up 105% almost, which is obviously crazy. That is an insane, not even 9 full month return. Things have been good, and that's if you bought it, at the very beginning of the year. You've had all these times to accumulate shares. You could have got things as low as $5.08. The 52-week low is $4.83. And again, we're sitting right at around $14.12 right now. So, I mean, if you were buying the dip, if you were accumulating, you could be up almost close to 200% on this thing, which is just crazy. But overall, the graph is mostly going upwards. There haven't been a lot of bad times to buy Isee throughout this year. But again, here was a big jump, kind of like a 50-60% jump we saw in late June, early July, and now we're seeing that 60% gain again. So every once in a while it has these really big jumps, but for the most part it's just a kind of a steady up and up and up and up. But what we're talking about in this video obviously is why this thing jumped so big today, and here it is, an article from Fool.com. This is the Motley Fool that says, here's why Iveric Bio stock is rocketing higher today. That's obviously exactly what we're looking for. So this should hopefully be a good article. Mixed results from Apls Pharmaceuticals are good news for Iveric Bio's geographic atrophy program. So the key points here are that Apls Pharmaceuticals reported disappointing clinical trial data for its geographic atrophy candidate that could end up competing with Zimura, Iveric Bio's lead candidate. So that's obviously very interesting. Usually when we're looking at these biotech stocks, usually they start popping off because of good news. They have good trials, they have good data, they get FDA approved, they have some good news coming their way. I haven't actually covered something where things are popping, especially this much, because competitors are doing bad because of bad news for the opposition. So that actually makes this very interesting to me. It's not even necessarily that Iveric had to do anything or that they needed any good trials or any good tests or any FDA approval. It's just the fact that one of their leading candidates, one of their competition, had some bad clinical trial data, and obviously that is going to mean bad things for them, but it could mean very good things for the competition. But just like whenever I talk about things going bad for one of these other companies, I say watch out for overreactions. Just because this looks bad for the other company right now and really good for Isee right now, things could flip. If people are overreacting to this news on the downside for the other company or to the upside for Isee, things could start to, even out over time. And even though we're seeing these big 60% gains right now, maybe the news is this good and maybe things will keep going that way. But maybe it turns out the news isn't actually that good, and a single day jump 60% a day, it's always something to be a little bit skeptical of. I know we talked about a stock that was down like 50% in a single day yesterday. I'm always a little bit skeptical of that. Was this too much? And this upward movement here, is this too much? But getting into the rest of the article, so Isee stock is blowing through the roof, even though the company didn't have any news to share today. Shares of the clinical stage biopharmaceutical company were up 56.8% thanks to lackluster results from a potential competitor. Iveric didn't have anything to say about Zimura, its lead candidate for the treatment of geographic atrophy secondary to age-related macular degeneration. The stock is shooting higher today in response to mixed pivotal trial results that Apls Pharmaceuticals, this is APLS, reported today. Iveric Bio already reported success for Zimura in the pivotal GATHER1 trial, but we're still waiting for results from the GATHER2 study. So that is also kind of interesting. This is a stock that's up a bunch right now. It has some more results on the way. This could either be very, very good. If you pile up bad news for the competition and then good news for your own stuff right around the corner, that could be very, very good. Obviously, you could really double, triple down on these gains. We could see, even though they're up 101% on the year already, we could see them push 120, 50, 200% up on the year. Something just ridiculous like that. But again, when we see the competition having issues, when we see poor trial results from the competition, it makes me wonder, how likely is good news from this GATHER2 study? Why are we not hearing anything? Why are there not any statements coming out? Are they not ready? Or is it still in the works? Do they have some big news announced? Are things going well? Or maybe is the competition struggling and Isee struggling as well? Is this just a problem for the overall market right now? Is this a hard thing to get past? Are the treatments, or the drugs, or the technology maybe not quite there yet? Are they maybe not quite up to par at this very moment? Again, I don't know for sure. I don't know very much about this stuff. I haven't dove into it super, super deep. It's definitely not an area of expertise for me, but these are just kind of some of the questions that I'm wondering about, some of the things that I'm thinking when I'm thinking about these companies, when I'm thinking about investing, when I'm thinking about potentially, throwing some money at one of these companies. So that's just kind of what is on my mind. But today, Apls Pharmaceuticals reported results for a pair of pivotal geographic atrophy studies with pegcetacoplan. These words are always so crazy and stupid to say. And only one achieved statistical significance on its primary endpoint. This means that Zimura could be the first geographic atrophy drug to earn FDA approval, which would be very, very good. And that just gives us another catalyst for Isee right around the corner. Again, catalysts aren't always good things, but if FDA approval is on the horizon, if they can be the first to get FDA approved, they can be the first to market, if they can be the first to, be capturing share of the people out there and also helping people out and changing lives, this could be very, very big. So you have, what are their GATHER2 study results going to be? Are they going to get FDA approved? Is the competition going to be able to turn things around? A ton of questions coming, or a ton of questions out there and a ton of answers coming very, very soon. It seems like sooner rather than later. So these stocks are going to continue to be volatile. If you are interested in APLS or Isee, just know that there is high risk potential, but there is absolutely high reward too. And if volatility is your thing, if that's what you are looking for, if you want that high risk, high reward, go to the moon or come crashing down, then these companies might be something you might want to look into, because again, I think they could both be some somewhat interesting plays. So yeah, this thing's been everywhere from 4.83 to 15.53. The news just keeps coming out. But yeah, dive into the stuff deeper. Learn more about the drugs, the treatments, what the chances of FDA approval are, if people are overreacting, underreacting to this news. And these might be some interesting opportunities. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you do enjoy it. I would appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about Isee? What do you think about APLS? I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.